These 10 canned foods essentials are FEMA-approved for long-term survival. What if disaster strikes tonight? The power goes out, the stores are ransacked, and you're left staring at your pantry wondering if you could survive the next 30 days. Spoiler alert, most people wouldn't. Why? Because they stock the wrong foods. But here's the kicker. FEMA, the Federal Emergency Management Agency, has a list of canned foods that could literally mean the difference between surviving and starving. And guess what? Most people have no clue what's on it. In this video, we're breaking down the 10 canned foods FEMA specifically recommends for long-term emergencies. These aren't your average cans of soup. These are nutrient-packed, shelf-stable lifesavers designed to keep you alive when the world around you collapses. We'll also expose some common food storage myths, share clever hacks to maximize your stash, and reveal the one item almost everyone forgets. Number 7 will blow your mind. Welcome to the channel, your no-nonsense guide to survival, prepping, and staying ahead of the chaos. Before we dive in, smash that subscribe button, hit like, and turn on notifications. When disaster strikes, you'll want to be the one who's ready. Let's get into it. Why canned food? Because when fresh food vanishes, canned food is your lifeline. It's shelf-stable, packed with nutrients, and ready to eat. No stove, no clean water, no problem. 1. Powerhouse Proteins. When disaster strikes, your body doesn't care about fancy meals. It craves fuel, real, sustaining fuel. That's where canned meats come in. These aren't just convenient, they're survival gold. Canned tuna, chicken, and sardines are the MVPs of emergency protein sources, and here's why. They're lean, packed with high-quality protein, and ready to eat straight out of the can. No stoves, no water, no hassle. Let's start with tuna. This lightweight, easy-to-store option is a survivalist's dream. It's loaded with omega-3 fatty acids, which not only reduce inflammation, but also keep your brain sharp, something you'll need when stress levels are through the roof. Plus, it's versatile. Eat it plain, mix it with canned veggies, or slap it on a cracker if you've got one. Next up, canned chicken. It's mild, familiar, and incredibly adaptable. In a crisis, comfort matters, and chicken delivers that sense of normalcy. Toss it with beans, mix it with canned corn, or eat it straight from the can. It's protein-packed and ready to fuel your body when you're burning more calories than usual just trying to survive. And then there are sardines, the underdog of canned meats. These little fish are often overlooked, but they are a nutritional powerhouse. Packed with calcium, vitamin D, and omega-3s, sardines are a triple threat. They come in oil or water, and in a survival situation, those extra calories from the oil can be a lifesaver. Plus, their shelf life is practically eternal. The best part, these canned proteins are compact, lightweight, and often come with pull tabs, making them perfect for tight spaces and situations where tools are a luxury. Before you stockpile rice and pasta, make sure you've got a solid lineup of these protein-packed essentials. They're not just food, they're survival fuel. 2. Survival superstars, canned beans. Beans might not be glamorous, but in an emergency, they're nothing short of a miracle. Canned beans, whether black, kidney, pinto, chickpeas, or navy, are the ultimate survival staple. Why? Because they're packed with plant-based protein, fiber, and slow-digesting carbs that keep you full and energized for hours. Unlike their dried counterparts, canned beans are ready to eat. No soaking, no cooking, no wasting precious water. Just pop the can and dig in. Sure, you can warm them up if you've got the means, but they're just as good cold. Mix them with canned chicken, toss them with some canned corn, or eat them straight with a pinch of salt. They're that versatile. Let's talk nutrition. A single can of beans can deliver up to 15 grams of protein and 10 grams of fiber. That's a full meal's worth of sustenance in one compact package. And that fiber, it's a lifesaver, literally. In high-stress situations, your digestive system can go haywire. Beans help keep things moving, which is something you'll be grateful for when everything else feels like it's falling apart. Canned beans also come in a variety of sizes, from single-serve cans to larger family portions, and they have a shelf life of 2 to 5 years if stored properly. That means you can stock up now and rotate your stash over time without worrying about waste. Here's the blunt truth. When fresh food is gone and you're running on fumes, canned beans will be your best friend. They're not flashy, but they're reliable, nutritious, and ready to step up when you need them most. Don't underestimate them. 3. Lifesaving greens in a can. Think fresh vegetables are the only way to stay healthy? Think again. When the grocery store shelves are empty and your garden is a distant memory, canned vegetables become your lifeline. Green beans, carrots, peas, corn, potatoes, spinach. These humble cans are packed with essential nutrients like vitamin A, vitamin C, potassium, and iron. Why does this matter? Because in long-term emergencies, vitamin deficiencies can sneak up on you fast. A simple can of spinach or carrots isn't just food, it's prevention. These nutrients boost your immune system, fight fatigue, and keep your body functioning when stress and exhaustion are at an all-time high. But there's more. Many canned vegetables come packed in water or their own juices, and that liquid isn't just for cooking. In extreme situations, it can help stretch your water supply or be added to soups and stews for extra nutrition. It's a small detail that can make a big difference. Canned veggies are also ridiculously easy to use. No washing, no peeling, no chopping. Just open the can and eat. Mix them with beans, pair them with canned meats, or throw them into a makeshift soup. They're ready in seconds, even if you're eating them cold. Let's not forget their shelf life. Properly stored canned vegetables can last 3-5 years, making them a smart investment for your emergency stash. If you can, opt for low-sodium versions. They're better for your heart and give you more control over seasoning. Here's the bottom line. Canned vegetables might not win any beauty contests, but when fresh food is a distant memory, they'll keep you alive and kicking. Don't skip the greens. They're more than just a side dish. They're survival essentials. Point 4, canned fruits. If you think canned fruits are just sugary extras for survival kits, think again. These little lifesavers are practical, nutritious, and surprisingly uplifting in tough times. They're more than just food. They're a boost for both body and mind. What makes canned fruits so valuable in emergencies? 2 words: vitamin C. When fresh produce is gone and your immune system is at risk, canned fruits step up. Packed with vitamin C, they help your body fight stress, cold, and unsanitary conditions. This alone makes them worth having. They're an essential for survival mode. But there's more. Canned fruits provide quick energy and hydration. Their natural sugars give you the fuel you need, while the juice or syrup offers a hydration boost. Dehydration can sneak up fast, especially when water is limited. These fruits do double duty, replenishing energy and helping keep you hydrated. Then there's the emotional impact. Stress skyrockets during disasters, and everything familiar disappears. That's why canned fruits matter. A bite of peaches, pears, or pineapples can feel like a small slice of normalcy, lifting your spirits when times are bleak. That little moment of sweetness can be as valuable as the nutrients inside. Don't forget their versatility. The juice or syrup in the can isn't just for flavor, it's a bonus. Pour it into oatmeal, drizzle it over granola, or drink it for extra calories. If you've got dry staples like rice, the syrup can make a bland meal more bearable. Pick fruits canned and 100% juice to avoid extra sugar if that's a concern, though in emergencies, those extra calories can be helpful. And let's talk shelf life. Canned fruits can last 2 years or more without refrigeration, making them perfect when power is out. They're low mincemeal and ready to eat. Just pop the can open. Whether you're at home or in a shelter, they're a reliable food that earns their place in any emergency stash. Bottom line, canned fruits are a survival powerhouse. They give you energy, boost your immune system, fight dehydration, and even help you stay positive. Forget the idea that they're just dessert. During chaos, they could be your secret weapon. Point 5, canned soups and stews. Canned soups and stews aren't just food, they're survival in a can. Whether you see them as a side dish or quick comfort meal, they're ready-to-eat meals that can mean the difference between scraping by and staying strong during a crisis. When disaster strikes, convenience and nutrition matter more than gourmet flavors, and canned soups deliver both effortlessly. Here's the thing, you don't need a fancy setup to make canned soup work. Most are fully cooked, so if you've got a heat source, great. If not, they're still edible straight from the can. Sure, cold soup isn't ideal, but in survival mode, it's about staying fed, not fine dining. All you need is a can opener, or even a knife in a pinch, to get the job done. Nutritionally, canned soups and stews are powerhouses. The best options balance protein, carbs, and fats to keep your body going under tough conditions. Soups with beans, veggies, and meats like lentil soup, beef stew, or chicken noodle offer essential vitamins, minerals, and hearty calories. Even the broth is valuable, packed with electrolytes and salt to keep you hydrated and replenished. Variety is another big win. One of the hardest parts of long-term emergencies is appetite fatigue. Eating the same thing every day gets old fast. Canned soups and stews bring options. Chicken and rice, chili, minestrone, split pea, the list goes on. This variety keeps meals interesting and ensures you get a good range of nutrients. In stressful times, having a different flavor to look forward to can be a mental lifesaver. They're also versatile. Eat them straight or use them as a base to stretch meals. Pour chicken soup over cooked rice, mix beef stew with instant mashed potatoes, or top soups with crust crackers for extra crunch and calories. With a little creativity, 1 can of soup can go a long way. Critical in survival scenarios. Storage, no problem. Most canned soups and stews have a multi-year shelf life, often lasting 2 to 5 years. They hold up in pantries, garages, or bug-out bags, ready when you need them most. Emergencies don't leave room for frills. You need food that works as hard as you do. Canned soups and stews are easy to store, simple to prepare, packed with nutrients, and offer variety to keep you going. Think of them as your emergency meal kits. Stock up now. You'll thank yourself later. 8.6 canned chili. Canned chili is a must-have for any survival stockpile. It's more than just a dinner option. It's a meal in a can that ticks every box for emergency food. High in protein? Check. Loaded with calories? Check. Ready to eat? Straight from the can? Double check. When it comes to survival, canned chili delivers on all fronts. First, the obvious, it's packed with essential nutrients. One can provides 15 to 25 grams of protein from quality meats and beans, plus fiber, fats, and carbs from its hearty tomato base. It's a calorie-dense meal designed to keep you fueled and focused during tough times. And when everything feels uncertain, having a filling, satisfying meal is invaluable. Then there's versatility. Sure, it's great on its own, but canned chili can adapt to different meals, poured over rice, pasta, or crackers to stretch your portions. Use it as a topping for baked potatoes if you can. Mix it with instant noodles for variety. In a long-term emergency, when eating the same thing gets tiresome, canned chili's flexibility is a lifesaver. It's also comforting. Warm, hearty, and flavorful chili feels like a real meal. It won't rival homemade, but it doesn't need to. When stress is high and comfort is scarce, familiar, satisfying food can be a big mental and physical boost. With options ranging from spicy to vegetarian, canned chili has something for everyone, and it couldn't be easier to use. No prep or special tools required. You can eat it cold, straight from the can if needed. Of course, it's better heated, but when convenience matters most, canned chili gets the job done. Finally, let's talk shelf life. Most canned chili lasts 2 to 5 years depending on storage conditions. That reliability makes it a real asset in your emergency stockpile. Bottom line, canned chili isn't just a backup meal, it's a survival essential. Nutritious, versatile, comforting, and long-lasting, it earns its spot in your kit. Stock up now and thank yourself later. 7. Canned pasta meals, the easiest comfort in a crisis. Forget fancy meals. When survival gets real, canned pasta meals are your shortcut to calories, carbs, and some basic comfort. Think ravioli, spaghetti with meatballs, or even cheesy macaroni. These aren't trying to impress anyone, but in an emergency, they're doing all the heavy lifting. Packed with energy and quick to eat, these meals are the unsung heroes of any emergency stockpile. First off, canned pasta meals bring one thing no survival plan can go without: simplicity. There's no boiling water or measuring out ingredients here. You don't even need a working stove. Just crack open the can and you're good to go. If you can heat it, that's a bonus, but it's not a requirement. You can eat these cold right out of the can if you have to, and many brands come with pull tab lids, so you don't even need a can opener. It's straight up idiot-proof survival food. Now, we're not pretending these meals are packed with Michelin stars, but they do offer real nutrition. Each can is stuffed with a mix of pasta, sauce, and often some form of meat. That translates to carbs for energy, protein for strength, and fats to keep you fueled. When you're tired, cold, or just mentally done, that hit of energy can be the difference between getting back on your feet and feeling like the world's won. And it's not just for adults. These meals are kid-friendly and work wonders for picky eaters who might refuse bland or emergency staples. What truly sets canned pasta meals apart, though, is how comforting they are. When you're dealing with the sheer stress of uncertainty, no power, no clear end in sight, having a meal that feels even a little bit normal can cut through the chaos. Whether it's a spoonful of beef ravioli or a bite of classic spaghetti and meatballs, that hint of familiarity can act like a small reset button for your brain. It's survival calories with a side of sanity. Canned pasta is also shockingly versatile. It's already a complete meal, but if you've got other items accessible, you can stretch it easily. Toss in some canned veggies for extra nutrients. Mix it with beans for more protein, have some leftover chili or soup poured over. These cans are your base layers ready to be built into bigger meals if or when resources allow. And like any good emergency food, canned pasta meals don't ask for much from you in return. Most have shelf lives ranging from 18 months to 2 years. Just stick them in a cool, dry spot and they're there whenever you need them. Portable, durable, and filling, they check off every survival food requirement. Bottom line, don't underestimate the power of a can of pasta. It's fast, it's filling, and it doesn't care if you're exhausted or about to lose your mind. Stock up. It's comfort food that just might get you through the worst of it. Hey, canned bean and vegetable mixes, nutrition in a can. Canned bean and vegetable mixes might seem like a random pantry item, but when it comes to survival food, they're nothing short of a gold mine. These cans pack essential nutrients, a long shelf life, and pure practicality into one simple package. If you think single ingredient items are the end all for emergency food prep, these combo cans will prove you wrong. First off, canned bean and veggie mixes are about balance. Forget grabbing individual cans of plain pinto beans or random green beans. These mixes deliver everything you need in one shot. The beans inside are a solid source of protein and complex carbs, giving you long-lasting energy and strength. The vegetables, on the other hand, bring crucial vitamins and minerals like iron, potassium, and vitamin A. Basically, you're getting nutrients that keep your muscles ready to work, your immune system functional, and your digestion in check. In survival scenarios where your body is burning calories faster and craving variety, these cans pull double duty. Another win, no prep required. Every can is ready to eat on the spot. That means no soaking beans, peeling veggies, or wasting water you can't afford to spare. Open it, take a fork or spoon, and you're eating. Cold or heated, it doesn't matter. You're getting what you need fast so you can move on to the next challenge. But what really makes these mixes shine is how versatile they are. You can eat them straight, sure, but if you've got the opportunity to stretch your supplies, these cans are up for the task. Mix them with rice to make a bigger meal. Add them to soups, stews, or even canned pasta dishes to bulk up the nutrients and flavors. Heck, throw in some seasoning from a survival spice kit, and you've got something that actually tastes decent. They adapt to whatever you've got in the pantry with no problem. Now, here's an overlooked detail. The sodium levels. Many survival foods are loaded with salt to preserve them, but a lot of canned bean and veggie mixes are lighter on the sodium compared to canned soups or chili. That's great news when water is scarce because salty foods make you burn through your supply faster. These mixes give you nutrition without leaving you parched. Storage is another area where these cans excel. They last 2 to 4 years when stored properly, meaning they're perfect for long-term stockpiling. No refrigeration, no fancy storage tricks. Just keep them in a cool, dry place, and they'll be there when you need them. Pull tab lids are common too, so a missing can opener isn't going to be the end of the world. Here's the bottom line. Canned bean and vegetable mixes are one of the smartest things you can add to your emergency food stash. They're nutritious, versatile, and practical, all while being affordable and easy to find. Don't waste time messing around with single ingredient cans when you can knock out energy, vitamins, and variety in one go. These cans are there to lighten your load, one meal at a time. Stock up now because when things go south, you'll be glad you did. 9 single-serve pull-top cans, the survival MVP. When survival gets tough, you need food that matches the moment. Enter single-serve pull-top cans, compact, practical, and built for real emergencies. These might not sound flashy, but they're lifesavers when everything else feels stacked against you. Forget fumbling with bulky cans or digging around for a can opener. These small but mighty containers are the ultimate antidote to wasted time and wasted energy. First off, let's talk about convenience. These cans are designed for speed, and in a high-stress situation, speed is everything. Pull tab lids mean you can get to your food in seconds. No tools, no fuss, no wasted effort. That's a game changer when the power's out, your hands are cold, or you're in low light conditions. You won't need to wrestle with a conventional can or risk slicing yourself on jagged edges just to get dinner on the table or in your hands. And it's not just about opening the can, it's what's inside that counts. Single-serve portions cover a variety of staples like tuna, chicken, beans, vegetables, fruit, and even quick comfort foods like pasta. The beauty of single servings is that you get enough to keep you full without leaving leftovers behind. Why does that matter? 2 reasons. Waste and spoilage. When the grid's down and your fridge is useless, having portions that you can finish in one go saves your food supply from going bad. No refrigeration, no problem. Single-serve cans remove that headache entirely. Then, there's the portability factor. These cans are downright perfect for go bags, vehicle emergency kits, or bug-out packs. Lightweight and compact, they don't weigh you down, while still providing calorie-dense fuel. They'll slip easily into tight storage spaces, and if you're on foot or on the move, you won't regret having them. Survival's a marathon, not a sprint, and every ounce matters when you're hauling supplies. One often overlooked aspect of these cans, hygiene. Think about it. Unsanitary conditions aren't just gross, they're dangerous. Single-serve pull-top cans keep contamination in check. By only opening what you can eat immediately, you're not exposing extra portions to germs, dirt, or bacteria. No need to transfer food into other containers or deal with multiple utensils. Grab a fork, eat straight from the can, and move on. Less exposure means fewer risks of getting sick. Something you absolutely can't afford in survival situations. Now, the one downside you might be wondering about is shelf life. Most single-serve pull-top cans last around 1 to 2 years. That's slightly shorter than standard canned goods, but it's far from a deal breaker. Just rotate your stock regularly and you're guaranteed food that's fresh and ready to go when disaster strikes. You're trading a little storage time for a whole lot of convenience and sanity. At the end of the day, food prep in a crisis isn't supposed to be complicated. Single-serve pull-top cans strip away the nonsense. They're fast, lightweight, clean, and dependable. Whether you're hunkering down at home or improvising shelter out in the wild, these cans have your back. Stock up now so you're not scrambling later, because when survival gets real, simple solutions make all the difference. Teen calorie add-ons, your secret survival fuel. When it comes to survival, calories aren't just numbers. They're fuel for your body and your mind. That's why high-calorie add-ons aren't extras, they're necessities. Peanut butter, canned nuts, trail mix, shelf-stable cheese spreads, canned coconut milk. These items pack a punch that canned soups or veggies can't always deliver. And when every move you make burns precious energy, you'll be glad you stocked up on these calorie-loaded lifesavers. Here's the blunt truth about survival situations. You're going to need more energy than usual. Stress, cold conditions, and physical exertion burn calories faster than you realize. This isn't the time to count every gram of fat or sugar. High-calorie foods are your best friend here because they don't just keep you surviving, they help you stay strong, warm, and alert. That jar of peanut butter, it's not just a snack. It's over 1,500 calories of concentrated endurance. Just 2 spoons can deliver around 180 calories along with healthy fats and a decent amount of protein. Minimal effort for maximum output. But it's not all about peanut butter. Canned nuts, almonds, peanuts, or cashews are another MVP in the survival game. These little powerhouses offer fats, protein, and a solid calorie count while being lightweight and easy to store. No prep required. Just pop them open and fuel up as needed. Running on empty isn't an option in emergencies, and canned nuts won't just keep you going. They'll keep you sharp. Another underweighted player, canned coconut milk. It's creamy, calorie-dense, and shockingly versatile. Use it to bulk up your soups, add to canned stews, or even mix it with oatmeal or rice if you've got it on hand. A single can of full-fat coconut milk can deliver over 400 calories. That's survival fuel in liquid form. Now, some items might seem small time, but trust me, they're not. Crackers paired with shelf-stable cheese spreads might sound like a lunchbox snack, but in the middle of a crisis, that salty crunch feels like a luxury. They're calorie-dense, comforting, and ridiculously easy to portion out. Pair them with some peanut butter for a double dose of energy, and you're not just snacking, you're surviving smarter. And here's the thing people tend to overlook. Mental relief matters just as much as physical energy. When you're staring down uncertainty, even a small bite of something familiar, like a spoonful of peanut butter or a handful of trail mix, can do wonders for your morale. It's not just about staying alive, it's about giving yourself the mental boost to keep pushing forward. High-calorie add-ons also come with serious longevity. Most of these items, like canned nuts and peanut butter, last for months or even years when stored properly. You won't need a fridge, and you don't need fancy prep. They're compact, shelf-stable, and efficient, making them ideal for even the most cramped storage spaces or go-bag. Bottom line, high-calorie add-ons aren't just optional emergency extras. They're compact, calorie-packed survival tools to keep your body fueled and your mind steady. Stock up now, and don't underestimate the power of these small but mighty foods when push comes to shove. You'll need them more than you think.